I'm unstoppable. Forget your defense, nothing but an obstacle. Run it back, switch it up, call it audible. Serving up them Hail Marys till the game over with. The showstopper so hot, you gotta blow on it. I said I'll huff and I'll puff, then I'll pass to my left while I'm looking to my right. Hit him right in the chest, it be looking like magic. Better give me the throne. I ain't talking about Patrick, but I rep my home. I'm never at the end of my zone, I'm bad to the bone. Eating up these pig skins like they chicharrones. And you a douche cabron. Mira, mira at the mirror on the wall. I'm the greatest of them all. They gon' put me in the hall. Your name is only written in a bathroom stall. Quit your stalling and make a play. My drive too long, pop the clutch, I don't pump the brakes. I know what it takes to gain the muscle, get rugged. These butterfingers be fumbling, squash the scrimmage and rub it in Robitussin. How I give them concussion, they seeing double, they rushing and pass the shovel, the dirt and rubble, I bury them under it. Stay in your huddle and get 10 yards back, never turn your back. I'ma pull your flag, I go full contact, out punch, out kick like a shotgun blast on 1 out snap. It's a fact that I'm unstoppable. Forget your defense, nothing but an obstacle. Run it back, switch it up, calling audible. Serving up them Hail Marys till the...
I forgot to add myself. It's gonna be y'all two tonight. But what's good, everybody? Welcome back to a new episode of Horseshoe Mob Podcast. I'm gonna go ahead and introduce the guys that are on this panel. The guys that part of a record that we haven't seen since 2009. But yeah, go ahead, Mr. Harish. What's going on, man?
Now I keep adding to the good memories, man. Another sweep of the Titans. Shane has never lost to the Titans. Daniel Jones has never lost to the Titans. It's looking like a lot of fun in Indy right now.
Yeah, as you alluded to, Shane Steichen is 6-0 versus the Titans in 3 years as head coach of the Colts. And how are you happy about that, Mr. Austin? Let everybody know how you feeling, man.
I mean, it's always good to beat a division opponent, especially the Titans, just because their fans go the hardest. So it's nice to beat them. Andrew Luck was a Titan killer, and I think we're getting a new Titan killer, and it's Jonathan Taylor. He's been going off like the last 3 times he's played him.
Yeah, I don't really know what's going on. They asked him, he's just like, hey, I just play. Every time he steps on the field, because previously with Frank Wright, he had bad games due to Frank Wright. But it seemed like Shane Steichen is like allow him to just play until he's can't play anymore, or until the game is out of reach. Which the last 6 games he's just been exceptional. But I'll be remiss if I didn't talk about uh the game against the Vols, because you wasn't here. You didn't see my cigar. So before we get into the episode, we gotta address this belt to ass against the Vols. I know you said that we cheated, or the
I didn't
ref.
say he cheated. I said the rest were one way most of the game. I'm just saying. But like we beat ourselves. Like we had a bad game. It was a bad game.
Well,
So it wasn't nothing that Bama did that put themselves in position
Um,
to win.
Bama almost lost to 3-4 South Carolina.
Eh,
I ain't worried about Alabama.
we talking about 2 weeks ago. We ain't talking about last week. I was nervous last week. I think I almost had a heart attack this past Saturday. So I don't want to talk about that. But
I really need it, from a Texas fan standpoint, because we're gonna knock Vandy off the ledger this week, right? I really needed South Carolina to beat Alabama. It just makes our road easier to the SEC title easier because we're not losing another game.
Yeah.
Right. Well, we might lose to Georgia, but A&M's not beating us. Vanderbilt's not beating us. I don't care if anybody says Vanderbilt. I know Sarah says Vanderbilt stuff. Vanderbilt's not a good football team. Vanderbilt's a gritty football team, right? And Diego Pavia has struggled to score against okay defenses. This is the best defense Diego Pavia is going to face all season. And I think he's going to struggle a lot.
I hope so. That dude's annoying.
He is. He's turning into Manziel. He really turned into him.
Yeah. This is going to be the best defense Diego Pavia sees. And I get, Texas gave up a lot of points to Mississippi State. Well, that defense also played like 90 plays, so
Yeah.
you're bound to give up. You're bound to give up a lot of points when your offense. Our offense can do anything until the fourth quarter. So,
Background.
yeah, I'm looking forward to this Vanderbilt Texas game this weekend for sure.
Well, I mean, at least no team got embarrassed more than what LSU did. So I mean, and it's not NFL news, but it is newsworthy. Brian Kelly has been released or been fired from LSU Tigers. I just came from down there in Baton Rouge.
Yeah.
Everybody looks sad. Everybody looks sad. Well, happy,
I
sad.
don't know. Were they sad, or were they like, yeah, happy and sad?
Happy and sad. Sad because of the record.
Yeah,
Happy because of the coach being fired because he's an asshole. Or
that dude. Yeah, that dude's not. It's not a very good coach.
And she said Dodgers losing right now, so for Yankee fans, we were excited for that. For this to happen, to be losing.
I think as a Yankees fan, this World Series is a lose-lose.
Oh yeah, because if
Is this the Blue Jays' first World Series? Did they win their last one?
they didn't win it. I didn't think
Like
they win it.
you remember the last time? They were like 90.
Yeah, I can't remember the time what time that was it, what year they went, or the pennant, whatever. I can't. It's been a minute, but
Oh no, man! That's a very good Dodger or Blue Jays team. This team's really good. I didn't realize they were this good.
I didn't realize until they beat us during the season and in the playoffs. I was like, yeah, and they have the team to beat Dodgers, so it's a lose for us because you got a division rival winning a World Series, then you got the team that beat us in the World Series. So
Yeah, for sure.
we really don't care.
I'm a lone Rangers fan. We suck.
Yeah. But yeah, man, it's good to be back on this on this panel. We normally on Tuesdays, but we had to reschedule for today. But it's always good to be here on a winning at that win. Not a loss. And as you guys alluded to, we haven't lost 10 Titans in so long. I can't even remember. I think it's over 1,000 days, man. I mean, it don't matter what quarterback we have. We beat them with Gardner Minshew. We beat them with Anthony Richardson. Beat them with who was it? I mean, Daniel Jones. Beat them with Flacco. I mean, it don't matter what quarterback. Next thing you know, we're going to get Drew Brees and his bum shoulder and beat them because they can't do nothing. They can't beat us. We pretty much own. We knew that anyway. We own the Titans. We own them. It does not matter who they have, who their coach is, who the quarterback. Cam Ward is still a rookie, but he's terrible right now. As of right now, just due to the team itself. But I don't want to get too far here. We forgot about some home cooking. Let's talk about our fan battle, guys. You can download us on Substack, and you can subscribe to the network where you can see past episodes. You can see the merchandise. You also see the articles that have been written on that network as well. So check us out and support us. Give us support. We love your support. We appreciate your support, and it goes a long way. And we're not a podcast if it weren't for you guys tuning in each week. Allow us to take about an hour of your time. Some nights a little bit longer, but we appreciate that. But let's get into some news, guys. A lot of stuff been happening for the past couple of days, including the Jets won a thriller. That was surprising. I don't know what the Bengals were thinking, but Jets came back and won that game. And Aaron Glenn gets first win on the season. You got some trades. Let's see. We got Jets traded their cornerback Michael Carter to the Eagles, and everybody continued to help the Eagles, but they traded him for John Mechie, the receiver. Goes to the Jets. I think they need one because of Wilson is hurt. Patriots traded their safety Kyle Duggar to the Steelers, who is our Week 9 opponent. Hopefully he's not prepared on Sunday. And they traded also Keon White to the Niners. I think he's defensive tackle. Tyler Lockett signs with the Raiders. We all knew that was happening. Go back to playing with former head coach and quarterback for the past 5 seasons. So, and then some great news for the Colts. Jalen Jones. He's a full participant. he's within their window of being able to play. Hopefully, he plays on this Sunday against the Steelers. How you guys feeling about Jalen Jones and his impact he'll bring to this defense? That's been pretty. I won't say bad, but definitely needs some help on safety. I mean, cornerback position. Go ahead, Austin.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about for a few weeks now, our DBs have been hurt. We've been beat up back there since the offseason. So getting him back, getting Kenny back a few weeks ago, as hopefully Ward back after the bye week. We're getting healthy, and that's what we need to do, and hopefully it stays that way. But getting Jones
Getting Jones
back, I
back,
think
I think
should
should.
be a huge help for us.
Yes, I agree. Uh, what about you, Mr. Harish?
Yeah, the back end's been a little leaky, right? And again, that's expected when you're going 4, 5, 6 deep out of position. But I think it's also good for the guys that we do have out there. Jonathan Edwards has gotten a lot of snaps and experience. Of course, Layman's made a couple of really good plays in this game, which I'm sure we'll talk about against the Titans. I think it's valuable experience for these guys, right? Um, but no, it's gonna be nice to have some depth back. It's gonna be really good to get Jalen Jones back. Hopefully, he'll play. I don't know if he'll play this week. I imagine he'll play next week, but we'll see. I mean, him practicing a full practice today is a good sign. So we'll see. Hopefully, there's no setbacks. I kind of take it day by day. Wait till that Friday, Saturday injury report to see if he'll play. But if we get him back this week, great. We're gonna need him. I think we're really gonna need him and Ward for that Chiefs game. That's when we're really gonna need them. So I would much rather them, spend this week if they need to spend next week, getting healthy and through the bye week. I think we can hold off the next couple weeks. But it's good to see that they're practicing. But if Jones feels good to go before that, I'm okay with that. But hamstring injuries are really tough.
Yeah,
The worst thing you want is that hamstring to turn into an Achilles.
and we don't want that to happen.
Yeah.
We've seen that, in basketball, how
Yep.
that work out for star players
Yep.
in the league. And I didn't. It's not really newsworthy, but we can talk about it. Roger McClary, one of um, Titans now best cornerbacks, got traded because with Snead is gone. They traded Brownlee to the Jets. Now they traded their best corner away. Don't know why, but they did say they'd be trading some parts away to get back to draft picks to rebuild this team, rebuild that team. But let's go ahead and let's get to it, guys. Colts. No, just another sweep. That's what it is. Just another sweep. It's normal for us. It's normal for the Colts to sweep the Titans. We own it. We own the series about I think about over 20 games. Of we own about 20 games. Uh, this is nothing new, guys. As you alluded to before we started the show, Shane Steichen 6-0 versus Titan. You said Daniel Jones undefeated against the Titans. Who else you said? And I guess
Steichen.
Anthony Richardson. I guess I mean everybody. I mean, it's
And I guess Anthony Richardson is undefeated. Sure,
yeah.
sure.
I mean, yeah,
Why not?
yeah. Why not? We'll take that. So, just another sweep, guys. We already talked about that, but let's go ahead and get to this game. Colts win 38-14. There's only one person on this panel that predict the right score, and that is yours truly. But I'm not really bragging about that because I knew he was going to win. All of us knew he was going to win. That's the most important thing of the show. Harish, let's go ahead and recap this game. It wasn't even much of a game, but go ahead and recap the game from what you saw on Sunday, starting with even quarterback, running back, whoever that you saw that made an impact to help us win this game.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to give a lot of praise to this offensive line. Man, if you go back and watch this game and look at some of the holes they opened up for Jonathan Taylor, why literally like I could walk through these holes that they were opening up, right?
Right.
This offensive line is not talked about enough, like how well they've played this season. And it really comes down to one thing: continuity. We've had the same 5 offensive linemen for 7 straight games, minus like one game, right? I think one game, uh, I think his Bortolini got hurt, if I'm not mistaken.
I think
But beyond that, we've played the exact same line for 6 of the 7 games. And for an offensive line to grow, you need that. You need continuity at the offensive line. You need the same center snapping to Daniel Jones. You need the same left guard, right guard, and you need the same left tackle specifically, right? Like the guy that is snapping the ball is the guy that makes all the plays. He's basically the quarterback of the offensive line. We saw it, like how important it was with Ryan Kelly. We're seeing how important it is with Tanner Bortolini. I don't know if you guys saw, but there was a run that Jonathan Taylor had. And shout out to my guy T Sweat, man. I love T Sweat. Make him sweat, my guy. But Tanner Bortolini put him on his back on one of those runs. And I was like, wow. Like
he embarrassed him. He did.
He did, man. And look, I love my guy T Sweat, but you're not a Colton, or you're an op at this point, right? When you play us, you're an op. And just this offensive line has been so impressive. And that's probably like we talk about how well Daniel Jones is playing. We talked about Jonathan Taylor. We talked about these receivers. But man, this offensive line deserves their love because they have just been incredible. And in this game, they were nothing short of that. I get Jeffrey Simmons didn't play for the Titans, but wow, the performance they put together, just the ability to some of these plays they were sliding down. And in some cases getting to the second level before Jonathan Taylor is even getting touched, which puts Jonathan Taylor in a very good situation, right? That just means that he has to beat a linebacker or a DB one-on-one, and he's going to do that 9 times out of 10. And it just goes to show how good this offensive line has been. I'm ready to admit I think this might be the best offensive line in football this year.
I mean, if not, top 2, and we're not 2.
Probably 2. Yeah, I don't know for 2. I don't know who the only other offensive line. Maybe the Lions might be better.
It probably is.
Right, and that's only because of experience, right? But man, this offensive line has been so good. Obviously, the wide receiver. Listen, all the stuff I give to Michael Pittman, that catch that he made for a touchdown and his armpit with a guy all over him, as Teresa called it, unreal catch. But that's one of the things that he's good at, right? Like he is good at that stuff, and he's now being put in a position to make those types of plays. Like that's what's so great about this offense is everybody's being in position to make the plays that they're good at. Nobody's being asked to do more than what they're good at. And that's the luxury of having guys at skill positions all over the field, right? Yes, I still don't believe Michael Pittman's a number 1 receiver, but that's okay. We don't need that. We have guys that can do things Michael Pittman can't, right? But Michael Pittman has started to emerge as like the big volume guy now for 3 weeks. I think he had 7 catches in this game, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm on the offensive line rankings: Colts, Broncos, Chiefs, Bills, and Eagles. Top 5. The Colts number 1.
Really? Yeah. All right. Listen, having the number 1 offensive line in football is going to win you a lot of football games. So, but yeah, shout out to this wide receiving core, but really, especially my number 1 thing I noticed is like how good this offensive line actually is. And you really saw it against this Tennessee defensive line. And we're going to need this offensive line to continue to show out the second part of the season because they're going to be tested against some really good defensive lines. You think about the Chiefs have some guys that are really good. The Texans, no matter how much you don't like them, they have a good defensive line. And so I hope we continue.
The Jags have some guys too.
Yeah, the Jags have some guys. Like we're going to need this offensive line to stay healthy. That is – doesn't matter what anybody else says. That is the key for this offense to continue to be not even like historically successful, just like successful in general, is the health of this offensive line.
I agree. We're going on Teresa, Sarah, Sean, and the rest of you guys that are watching us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, on X. Give us a share, give us a like, subscribe, all the above. But as you stated, the things that you said for us, the receivers. I said this. I've been saying this at least for the past couple of days now. We don't have to have a number one. We all, everybody say, well, Jamar Chase is a one. I mean, you know, well, T Higgins, he can't be. I guess he can't be a one, but they work well together. I mean, who would you say who would you say would be a number one for the Eagles? I mean, they both can. I think they both can be, but they do
Number
they
one receiver? Who's their number one receiver?
on the Eagles. I mean, you say AJ Brown. What would you say? Right. I mean, right now you don't.
I feel like it should be AJ Brown, but
Yeah.
I don't really use them. I don't know why.
Right. I mean, really. I mean, some teams have two number twos. The Colts have the ability to have receivers that, like you said, do different things. You got AD Mitchell; he does a lot. Right now, he's just in a funk. You got Josh Downs, is intermediate receiver, and he's pretty fast. And he's definitely Houdini when he got the ball in his hand. He makes plays all the time. And then you got your go route, your go route receiver who had a great catch as well in that game. I don't know how he got it, but it appears to keep doing this to the same team as well. There's a lot of owners on this team that own the Titans. You got Jonathan Taylor, you got Michael Pittman, you got and now Alec Pierce.
Yep.
I mean, I guess you can add Josh Downs at some point, but go ahead, Austin. Go ahead, give your take. I know he mentioned offense. What about the defense?
yeah. I mean, our defense held them to 14 points. It's I mean, obviously not a great Titans team at this time, but anytime you can hold a team to like 14 points and one of them was a late touchdown that really didn't really mean much. Um, it's good, but we've all saw that our secondary's hurt. It doesn't look as good as it could look. Um, our pass rush, we're getting pressure. We got a few sacks. I don't remember exactly how many. Buckner Buckner is obviously a dog. He's getting he's getting there.
Kenny
Uh,
Moore got
I
one.
saw I saw JTT. He was making some. He did this spin move that reminded me a little bit of Dwight Freeney. Uh, yeah, I mean, hopefully he gets more playing time as we move forward. Because I mean, we got him in the second round, so might as well use him. But uh, overall, a good game, not a great game by the defense. Just because I feel like we had to play back, and you know, Cam Ward made a few good throws, but like you said, he's not looking great right now. But it's hard with that offensive line.
One thing that Cam Ward did in this game is that he didn't beat us with his feet. He had the ability to do it. He had opportunities where he could get a first down, and he decided to stay in the pocket and pass the ball, which allow us to get to him more often. I know he was kind of mad at Mike McCoy not going for it on fourth down, but the way he's been playing, the coach don't trust him. They don't trust his judgment, but the coach don't trust him to make plays because he overthrew Alec, who was wide open. There's opportunities that was missed. Defense did okay in the run game until Spears got in the game. It was a different running back from Tony Pollard. He had that big 42-yard run to set him up for, I think, their second touchdown, right? Or their first touchdown. Was it first touchdown? Couldn't remember.
Uh,
Second
yeah, I don't
touchdown.
remember.
But their drives kept stalling. And I give credit to our defense. We mixed some things up to get to the rookie quarterback. He's just not a mobile quarterback. He can run. He did run, I think, in that game. It's just that he don't do enough of it, which allow our defense to get to him. You got, like I said, Defoe Buckner. I saw Keenan Moore get a sack. I think he got to have a sack with Latu. Latu
Yeah.
to the quarterback as well. I like that. I'm happy to see that. But when you get those type of pressure, get those type of hits on that quarterback, it helps you win games. Turnovers begin to occur, which we did get one with Chris Lemon, who was more of a practice squad guy, but he was in there because we was short on cornerbacks. Him and Jonathan Edwards and Kenny Moore, man, that the secondary they did an okay job, but then again, Titans they don't have any much receivers. I mean, Tyler Lockett asked for a release, he got it. Kevin really had an injury. I think it's hammy, so they don't really have anybody. They don't have Traylon Burks, so they pretty much have a rookie. They have rookies out there. They had DK and Ellick. That's who they have. They had both had good games. At least DK did. He was a nightmare. But again, um, we did what we did on defense to be able to get turnovers or get stops to get the ball back to offense to put more points on the board. So I do appreciate that. That our defense is getting better. We didn't say this last year. We weren't saying this the past couple of years about this defense. I don't know where we're ranking at right now. Probably is it top 15, maybe. We're not allowing a lot of points either. I think it's maybe
I actually don't know.
things like 18, 12, 18 points we're allowing on defense. I did see something like that, but I didn't notate that.
I'll
But
check.
defense playing, I wouldn't say extremely well because we have our issues with with injuries in the secondary. So if Jalen Jones can able to make it on Sunday, it definitely helps. Before we get Cam Ward back, not Cam Ward, Tre'Davious Ward back. I think this is his third game he missed.
I think he'll be able to come back after the bye.
He got hurt in that that Cardinals game. Still can't believe that. He got hurt in that Cardinals game. Got a concussion, which is his second concussion. So I guess we're gonna kind of take it easy on him. But you said after bye week,
I think that's when he's eligible to come back.
that's after because we got Steelers and then we have that Berlin game,
Falcons.
the
Yep.
Falcons game, and then we got a bye week. Okay, so yeah, give him time, give him a couple weeks to get those.
Hopefully he comes back because that's when we play the Chiefs, I think. So
We need everybody back.
Yeah.
Everybody. Get everybody.
And the Colts currently have a top 5 scoring defense. So
Okay.
they rank sorry, 6th. They're at 6th. But they're basically like a fourth of a point away from Denver, right? So Denver gives up 18.9 points a game. The Colts give up 19.3. So they're basically a whole point between them and the Patriots. So they're like right there as a top 5 defense. You throw another shutout, you probably hit top 5. And then there's
and that's with all the injuries too.
that's with the injuries. So and this is why, like I say, we just need to get healthy in the secondary. And we'll talk about it later. We one pass rusher. I really want one pass rusher. Like one guy that can get to the quarterback. I think this defense is going to be set.
I agree. Just need. Oh, I got one. I got one in mind too. Pass rush in mind. I've been seeing it all over social media, and I've been watching the film even last year when we played against that team. So yeah, I definitely want this guy.
They do give up a lot of the Colts defense give up a lot of yards, right? They're one of the worst defenses in the league and as far as yards per game. But that's bend don't break, right? Like they're gonna give up a lot of yards, but they're not gonna give up a lot of points, which at the end of the day, if you're not giving up points, that's all that matters. Right?
Yeah. And then you look at our offense, we're putting up a lot of points. So
Yeah. So it's a great
I mean, if you look at it, that's been a theme of Colts defense anyway. We've always been a bend but don't break. We don't score out. We don't allow a lot of points on defense.
Yeah.
But it's been an issue. Quarterbacks have had the ability to put up 200, 250, close nearly 300 yards passing. You see what happened with Brissett. You see what happened with Justin Herbert is top 10 quarterback. He put up 420. So I mean, Cam I think had a lot of garbage yards. I'm not gonna give him credit. He had a bunch of garbage yards. He had almost 300. That's a lot of garbage. He had 250, 280. Yeah, that's a lot of garbage yards. I don't give him that much credit. He had to pass a lot. He was getting blown out. But since you mentioned you mentioned about needing one piece, we got this deadline coming up, guys. On Tuesday, we got a trade deadline coming up. I'm excited for the trade deadline. Whereas in the past I wasn't because we never made any move. I think I think the best move I've ever remember the Colts ever making at deadline was for Booger McFarland the year we won. They said I went back.
And now I can't stand the guy.
I know you can't. He's an LSU player, but we traded him, I think, from Tampa Bay. You know the details of the trade, but got him, and it helped us our defense because our defense was bad. Our defense was
That
bad.
defense was terrible.
Traded for him, it helped our defense get to the playoffs, get to AFC Championship, get to the Super Bowl, and also win it. You know, you guys know what happened that year. So I'm not saying this could do the same thing, but my fingers crossed if we can get that piece or two to get us to AFC Championship and to the Super Bowl, and also win it because I don't want to get to it and lose. I want to get there and win it. So the trade deadline is near on Tuesday. Who are you guys wanting? Think the team should target to add on to this defense or offense to help this team get over the hump. Over the hump, you know, get into the playoffs. Obviously, we got an opportunity to just run away with this division, but get to the playoffs, win playoff games again. Opportunity to go to the Super Bowl. But go ahead, Austin.
A guy that I saw that is kind of more realistic is Will McDonald from the Jets.
Yes,
Um, he's 26, and I mean, I feel like he's a solid pass rusher. Um, I think he would help our defensive line a lot. Um, and then for DBs, you know, I don't know if he's available, but I like Isaiah Rogers to come back. That'd be cool. Um, and then another one I like because he's evolve for life. Alontae Taylor, he's on his last year with the Saints, and they're not doing nothing, so he might be a uh, trade piece that they'll send off somewhere.
I got you. Those three players are not bad. Like you said, Will McDonald, we saw what he did, in his time with the Jets. He's a really good pass rusher.
Yeah.
And like you said, he got the bag to get to the quarterback as well. And he's a menace on defense. Like you said, Isaiah Rogers, we know what he can do in a limited time with the Colts, but Colts didn't use him often. And then he had, what he had. I don't want to have to talk about that, but he did what he did and led to his release. Won a Super Bowl with the Eagles, got an opportunity to get paid in offseason with the Vikings. And he was watching us on Sunday. He was tweeting about us. He enjoyed seeing us have this winning season. So because he was a part of us when he was losing. So he bet against us. Go ahead, Harish. Name your
Who was tweeting about us?
Isaiah Rogers was tweeting about us on Sunday.
Listen, I just don't see like how. I would love to have Isaiah Rogers back, and he's playing like at an elite level right now. He's playing like a top 5 corner in my opinion. But there's no way you can walk back into that locker room. If you think about it, this guy literally 3 years ago bet the under on Jonathan Taylor in a game that he was playing in.
And he won the bet.
Like, I don't know, man. I think there's just I think that would just mess with the chemistry of the locker room.
Bringing him back.
I don't know. Maybe it's I don't know. Like, and it sucks so bad because he should be on our team right now. But, and that's what sucks so bad about it. Like, we could have fixed our corner issue a couple of years ago with him. But that's neither here nor there. I'm still looking at 2 names, man, and they're both on the same team. Jalen Phillips or Bradley Chubb.
Ooh, yeah. Both will help. Both of those guys will help.
I'm still all in on a pass rusher, man. Like, we need a pass rusher. Here's a name. If Lou Anarumo wants this guy, hear me out. If Lou Anarumo wants this guy, and you know what? Lou Anarumo, and I'm like reaching at this point. Lou Anarumo has not taken us astray. Like that guy that we picked up that played for the Bengals, he's played some very valuable snaps for us. Right? Or the linebacker, I forgot his name. I forget his name.
Pratt.
Yeah, Pratt. He's fit in really nicely, actually. I think he's done really well. What would it take? Hear me out here. What would it take to go get a guy like Brian Burns?
You took my selection. Yeah. Ooh. That guy,
I just
he's a dog.
don't know if the Giants are going to ship him. I think they would ship Thibodeau before they shipped him.
Or
Somebody got to go. One got to go.
I'll take either one of them because they got to pay all three of those guys. They're not going to. They can't. They can't afford it.
They're not even paying two of them. We're gonna pay one. They're not paying all. Yeah, they're gonna pay one out of the three. They're not
And
paying.
who is it going to be out of those three? Who do you think they pay out of those three?
Well,
Well, they got
Carter's a
Carter already
rookie,
paid.
so
Yeah,
They do what?
yeah, I think they. I mean, they gave up a lot for Burns. I feel like
Oh
they'd
yeah,
ship off Thibodeau and keep Burns over him.
yeah.
So they're going to keep Burns. They're going to keep Burns, and they're going to keep what's his name, the rookie?
Yeah,
Burns is a
Carter,
better rusher
Abu
than
Carter.
Yeah, Carter.
Burns is
Okay.
a better rusher.
Yeah, Carter.
Yeah, but I'd take Thibodeau for sure.
I'd take either one of them. But Brian Burns, man, has Brian Burns played in a 4-3 defense?
I think
Because I think Carolina played in a 3-4, right?
I think they did. He played both. I think they did. I think they
Man,
rotated both. So
Brian Burns at a defensive end position, man, that would be nasty. Talk about a guy that can come in and make an instant impact,
yeah,
and also help Latu on the way, bro. Because I feel like Latu's like right there. Like he's made some really good plays. He came up with a half sack on Sunday. The pressure
Yeah,
that he's getting on
he's getting a lot of pressure every single week. I feel like he's always there. He just can't. He's not finishing enough.
and
But
look,
like pressure's good though. Like we need pressure.
pressure is exactly what we need to cause disruption, right? There's a stat that I'm going to go off on a tangent here. There's a stat that it's not done by PFF, it's not done by any of you, but it's done by this company called Roster Watch. If you guys get a chance, check them out. But the guy that runs the company, he's actually a Texas Longhorn podcaster. His name is Alex Dunlap, and he does this stat that's called like plays per disruption. So how many plays do you cause? Like how many plays are you playing within the game, and within that game, on average, how many plays do you cause disruption? Right, and that's the disruption is pressure. It could be a sack. It could be impacting the run game and affecting a block. Like there's a and it's the proven like guys that cause like 1 point. It's like 1.5 or 1.7 yards of plays per disruption within the course of a game, or like elite of the elite. And so you need guys and pressure. You need guys that can pressure the quarterback. You need guys that can cause so much pressure that they mess up offensive line assignments, right? And be disruptive in the run game. So it's like it's not always about getting sacks. We know this. 2 years ago, we led the league in sacks, and we were one of the worst defensive lines in the league.
right.
Right?
We overstate that a lot. We overstate getting sacks.
Yeah.
Which are good.
Yeah, sacks are great, but sacks aren't great if you're playing like 100 snaps a game and you get 5 sacks. Well, yeah, you're playing 100 snaps. You would think at some point you're going to get some sacks, right? Yeah, man, Brian Burns is a name that I was just like this. I don't know how that would work. I don't know what it would take. But man, that guy currently leads the league in sacks, obviously. And he's also like top, the number one amongst edge rushers in stops. And that's basically like stops in the run game.
What I would say is that
the type of impact that you want to try to like. If you're going to go after a piece in the trade deadline, and you're looking for like a 1-year rental, that's the type of piece that if you're trying to go all in right now, like that's the type of piece you go all in for.
I would say what it probably take to get him is probably what they took to trade for him. They're gonna want some of that back. Their trade conversation back to, and I don't know if Ballard is in the, in that type of space to give away a lot of, his precious picks. You know how he loves his picks. But I think it's time to make a move. What's going on, Jason Wood? That's just Jason Wood in his narrative.
Oh, there was something.
And Teresa asked about, she said, "Do you think we're a 1-year wonder?" Well, I don't know. I mean, this is a great year. I don't know what next year will be. Hopefully, this Cinderella story ends on a good note, a great note, as well as a championship. But I don't want to think too far ahead. I'm going week to week. But you guys think we're a 1-year wonder? I know she mentioned Katrina hit, and they went to the Saints went to the Super Bowl. Well, we went to the Super Bowl that year. with the Saints. Jim Irsay died in March, and we busted out. And just, I mean,
But did the Saints bust out?
the year. Well, they didn't win they went a couple years later after Katrina. The Saints did, and they win.
Yeah, I mean, they did a couple things, right? Like they didn't just do that. They didn't win multiple Super Bowl. I don't think they bust like to say that they busted out after that is kind of disingenuous. Like I thought they had a few good years. They put together a small little run, right?
After the Rams NFC Championship game, they was done. I think they was
Yeah, I mean, but even that was like what 4 or 5 years later.
after that, it was going back to the Super Bowl, but the Rams ended up going against the Patriots and lost to the Patriots.
Yeah,
You know how they went.
I think when it comes to us, we've talked about for a few years how close we are to being a team that people are afraid to play when it comes to playoffs. We've had guys on our team that we know can be great, and now this year they're just proving it, and they've been put in a position to prove it. So I mean, it doesn't feel like we're a one hit wonder, but it's the NFL, and you never know what's gonna happen really.
You're right. And Teresa, I am sorry about this. I am sorry about JT getting 3 tutties on Sunday. 3 tutties on Sunday. This is his fourth or third straight game, third consecutive game against one opponent, which is which is a league record for a player to have 3 touchdowns against the same opponent. So let me go ahead and get that cheers down. JT, 3 tutties against the same team that he owns. Was T.Y. Hilton retired as owner of the Texans, and JT gonna retire as the owner of the Titans. It has to happen. I'm sorry about that, but yeah, thank you for reminding us that he had a great game. He had a big 80-yard run, like you said, and that game with that run, he didn't have a lot of holes open. He created those openings on his own, and he busted out and took off on the first possession in the second half or in the third quarter, and
but even on that play, like a hole, there's a big hole that opened up even on that play. The center and the guard pull right, and JT finds I think it's Tyler Warren who blocked down and found the initial hole. The rest of it is JT's speed, but the initial hole to get past into the linebackering hole, like that was all offensive line. JT then uses speed, but that's the thing though, right? Because the offensive line is creating these holes, by the time JT gets to the second level, he's almost at his like max acceleration, right? And so on that run, he gets there because the offensive line opens up his hole, and by the time the linebacker's already at a position, I think it was, and then he makes the safety miss, right?
But I think it was Barton 50 he may miss a couple times in that game.
Yeah, and again, look, it was. You can also argue there was poor tackling on the Titans, but guess what? Guess who also poorly tackles, and we'll talk about that here in a little bit. The Steelers are terrible tackling team.
Yes, and terrible a lot of things.
Yeah.
JT MVP. Yeah, he's definitely. I know a lot of people don't talk about it. It was Nick Wright. He want to talk about it after shitting on us in the beginning of the season, saying that we're going to finish last in that entire NFL. Now he's on the bandwagon. We got a lot of people now showing up. Is it Teo, the guy from Notre Dame or whatever? He's giving us our flowers. A lot of others giving our flowers. Even Tom Brady is giving us.
Tom Brady said
that is.
Tom Brady said this hurts me. This might be the best team in football right now.
Hey,
listen, if the greatest quarterback of all time says that we're the best team in the league, I'm not going to debate it.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, it helps not hate him as much since he had to swallow his pride and say, you know what, the Colts are a top 5 team. Even though we're 71, he got to give us our flowers. I mean, a lot of people were putting the Chiefs ahead, but they barely lost. They barely won 24-7 against an opponent that had Marcus Mariota who threw a pick, and they except for on Monday. I don't even want to talk about that. No. I'm not one of those fans. But they play down to their opponents. But like you say, greatest quarterback in history, NFL history, give us our flowers. And of course, we've been in the AFC East. He he beat us when we in the South. The guy continues to beat the Colts, and to give us that credit, that lets you know that Colts are, you know, relevant again. We're back relevant again. So I'm happy to hear that. Yeah, I believe it's time. We want to address this. I don't think he can't be traded. He's on IR. So that's something that we had to talk about in the offseason, when it's time to pay,
Yeah.
our quarterback.
Nobody's going to trade for him right now.
Yeah, can't.
It's an off-season move.
Off season, when the moves be, because right now I think they said Colts are interested in re-signing Daniel Jones to a long-term deal. So we'll talk about that, in the off season when those talks are gonna be heavy. There's gonna be a lot of tough decisions to be made. So
Is this his fourth year? Is this Anthony Richardson's fourth year?
yes, well, third.
Third year. Okay.
Fourth year.
I wasn't sure if he had the fifth year, his fourth year. Yeah.
Oh, she's saying. I was saying we bust out, and
I mean, you busting out. Yeah, of course. You can carry the emotions part of this. That's fine. But to say that, I see what she's saying. Like, is this that year because of like the events that occurred and that must? Yeah, I mean, it's similar. It's on the same trajectory, but in order for you to meet that same trajectory, that would mean the Colts have to win the Super Bowl this year. I don't know about y'all.
At your doorbell.
I think
we're close.
Driveway.
I think we're close, but I don't know if this is a Super Bowl team yet.
I think we can compete with anybody. I don't know if we will though. Like,
Yeah.
we have a team that can, but we also have a team that could turn around and just lose in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, this team lacks experience in those situations. Daniel Jones lacks experience. Now, the offensive line will lack experience. Now, you have guys all over the place that have played in the playoffs, right? Daniel Jones has played in the playoffs. He's never won in the playoffs. Actually, did they win a game that in 2023 in the playoffs? The Giants?
I think he only won one playoff game.
Oh, perfect. So he's got that's experience, right? Like winning a playoff, that's better than a lot of guys can say, right? So, I mean, if he's won a playoff game, then, I mean, you've got some experience, but AFC is a different beast than the NFC, man. When you get to like December and January, and I don't know. I mean, maybe that's really like it's this trade deadline will tell me what Chris Ballard thinks of this team.
Yeah.
If he goes and makes a big trade, then maybe he thinks this is the time to swing. If he doesn't, he might think this is lightning in a bottle.
I know we see all these reports that, Colts are reaching out about DBs or whatever, but I'm still nervous because I know what Chris Ballard has not done in the past. And like he could easily just not make a move, and we all know that we need to make at least one move.
Yeah. If you want to swing, you have to swing this week. Like, there's your only chance. But it's got to be like a big swing. We're talking about like you're gonna have to swing for the fences type of thing, right?
I definitely want to get ahead of myself and get too excited because we have been that type of fan for the past couple of years, even in free agency, and we just end up being disappointed. Even though I wouldn't be disappointed, we didn't make a trade deadline because not a lot of players, especially edge rushers, don't get traded often, especially the premier ones like Trey Hendrickson. They don't get traded often, and so it might be difficult. But
he's just gonna say it takes two to tango.
No, that's exactly. Hey, we nobody wanted to play with us. Nobody ever wants to play with the Colts, man.
Now, you guys, I feel bad for you guys. I know it won't happen, but you guys forgot to mention this player, or that would definitely help this team out for years to come. The guy that's the edge rusher for the Browns. I know his name, but
Myles Garrett.
He had 5 sacks in the game. He lost. He was very disappointed. I know it's gonna take a house. It's gonna take our houses. They're gonna take giving up our wives. They're gonna take up giving our parents away. They're gonna take up a lot to get this guy.
I
But
just don't see again. Like we don't even know Chris Ballard is going to swing for Jalen Phillips, right? Like there's
right.
no way he's going to swing for Myles Garrett.
Hey, if you're gonna dream big.
I'm dreaming big. You said impact. You said it.
Oh, 100%. Yeah,
Yeah, if we
anybody
got
can
Myles
get 5
Garrett,
sacks in the
like,
game, 100%. Yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
that changes everything.
Everything, yeah. Then you might throw me into a conversation like I might get super delusional, right? Like if we get Myles Garrett, like I'm but honestly, like let's play this scenario out, right?
Yeah.
If you get a Myles Garrett, where's the weakness on this team now? Linebacker?
Corner still. Linebacker's okay now.
Is it corner? Let's just say you get Jalen Jones back, you get Charvarius Ward back, you get King Morris been back.
Yeah, I think if everybody's healthy, the weakest spot, if we got Myles Garrett, obviously, would be the linebackers.
Yeah.
And Pratt is already proven that he's helped our linebackers.
Yeah. That's when you can go back and say we have enough depth.
Yeah.
Right? Like then you can say, yeah, now we've got the depth. Like you can use like a Layman's, and then you still have Mike Hilton on the practice squad if you want to bring Anthony Walker up from the practice squad. Yeah. I mean, then you can say we've got the depth, right? If you get Myles Garrett, I might throw this team as a Super Bowl contender. It might be the best team in the AFC, at least, at the very least. I don't care if you have Patrick Mahomes, dude. Patrick Mahomes is not running away from Latu and Myles Garrett for 60 plays.
Man, so right
60 plays, but yeah, if you get a guy like Myles Garrett, I mean, even a guy like Brian Burns, we can probably change the narrative. But even if you got a Jalen Phillips, I think you can get to an AFC title game. I still think it gives you some like leeway in the offseason to say, what do we do? What now? Now Ballard's. It would be crazy if he made any of these moves because then we can go into the offseason and be like, dang, 365 days ago, we wanted to get rid of this guy. Right? Now it's like he's one move away and this could be a Super Bowl contender.
Yes. And that's what we want. We want, just us. I mean, I'm not saying he's going to make a blockbuster move to propel us in those conversations. If he did, like you said, talk about delusional. We're definitely going to be unbearable moving forward. So right now we're being humble, trying to be our best to be humble. I'm going to answer this question. Teresa, the reason why we can't go on Wednesdays is because we already have another show scheduled for Wednesdays in the network. So it's going to be difficult for us to stream on Wednesdays at the same time. We're doing it right now as we speak, but it'd be difficult going forward to try to record on Wednesdays. So, and then Harish got his on Thursday. So we try to give him a break in between shows as well. So, because once we start doing the AFC, we're going to have 3 episodes a week. So,
I'm moving our Texas show to Mondays.
Okay.
So maybe we can do Thursdays. I don't know. We'll see.
Okay. Yeah, Thursdays Thursday will give us time to. We'll talk about that at the episode.
Yeah.
Another low key. I got bars. Low key move, or it's a cheap move. Arden Key. I like him.
No. Absolutely not. That would be like the classic Ballard move.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If I said low key, and then I mentioned his last name.
Absolutely not. Like that doesn't move the needle for me. And like the bar is high now, right? Like if you finish this season as the number 1 seed and you don't get to the AFC title game, the season's a failure.
Yeah. I mean,
this just goes with dynamic expectations, right? Like before the season, the expectation was win the division, make the playoffs. Do either of you guys think we're not going to win the division at this point?
It's hard not to, because all we got to do is split with one of those teams and hoping they lose one of their games. Right now, we're already 2-0. Jags is a what? Jags beat the Texans.
I think the Jags beat Houston, right?
So they're 1-0.
Yeah.
So we got to split with one of those teams and hope they don't go undefeated against other teams.
The Jags have kind of been struggling not really worried about them anymore. The Texans 3-4 beat the 49ers, but I'm still not worried about them coming all the way back just yet. I
Yeah,
feel like
Even,
because
the way
even
we're playing is it seems to be in a good projection.
yeah, I just don't see either of those teams coming back. Like to me, if you beat the Chiefs, if you win this weekend, right? If you go 9-1 into the bye week, because the number one thing that matters is your overall record to win the division, right?
yeah,
If you go 9-1 in the bye week,
you can
they're
split with
5 games behind.
yeah, you can split the division. You can
You
I mean,
you might you could lose all 4 of those games to both of those teams and still win the division, right? Like because you have 4 games, you have now obviously it depends on what happens like to their records, but let's just say they both go 4-4 and we go 9-1 in the next 2 weeks, right?
yeah, give
You
us
could lose 4 of those games. You'd be 9-5, and they'd be 7-5. Like you still got a 2 game lead on them. So
yeah,
if you, I
our
feel like
schedule,
if you go nine
our
and
schedule
one, yeah,
and our schedule will get weaker because we got our hard schedule now coming up.
yeah, these next
Schedule after
3
that
weeks.
bye week is after the Chiefs, it starts to get a little thinner because you got a banged up Niners team. Yeah, I know you got Seattle on that.
I think it gets harder. That's like that. There's a 4 week stretch after the bye week. I'm not concerned about, but that's like the real test of the season,
Yeah,
right?
you got Seattle. Seattle. I think you got Seattle and the Seattle and Chiefs back to back.
Yeah, no, you have the Chiefs after the bye week, then you get the Texans the first time at home, right?
Okay.
Then you go to Jacksonville, and then you go to Seattle
Okay, yeah, I have
back to
split.
back weeks, right? If you split those 4 games, and you go 9-1, that means you'll go 2-2 after the bye. You'll be 11-3.
And losing,
I
yeah,
don't think,
losing it.
I don't think
Yeah,
either of those teams are coming back from if you go 11-3.
yeah. I feel comfortable if we can beat Jacksonville and in their home away.
If you beat Jacksonville at their home, it's definitely done.
Yeah, I feel
I
comfortable.
hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
If that curse ends too this year, it's definitely over.
It's not. Yeah,
Like crown it. We would win. We would win the division.
yeah.
So I mean, listen. As much as it's like, man, if we go into the like, I'm confident at this point in saying if you go into the bye week 9-1, I think we win this.
Yeah. It's. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you when you're right.
I don't want to look ahead, right? Obviously, you want to play one game at a time, but playing with numbers and what ifs and like a lot of that plays into that. Like that's basically the next 6 weeks. We know a lot can happen in 6 weeks.
The crazy thing is we could easily be undefeated right now.
Oh man,
Come on, AD, bro. My guy, AD Mitchell, man. Why you gotta do that to me, bro?
low key. I'm still a little hurt behind that
I am seeing that.
because, like you said,
Now you got these stupid Rams fans saying, "Oh, it only take 20 points to beat the Colts." Man, shut up, bro.
yeah,
We would have crushed the Rams. Colin Cowherd has had his ranked number 3 in his herd hierarchy this week, and he basically was like, "Bro, I don't even want to see this." He basically was like, you know, the Colts are basically 2 touchdowns away from being undefeated. I was like, "Well, thanks, Colin, Captain Obvious. We didn't know that already." Man, this team could easily be undefeated right now.
with JT needs 2 touchdowns to have the all-time record in touchdowns, rushing touchdowns.
For the Colts, yeah. I think he's going to get that this week.
Most definitely. If not,
I think
at least
100% he gets it this week.
It would be crazy if he broke the record for most touchdowns in a season.
Who holds that?
28.
Is that
That's
LT, right?
LT.
31?
31 total. I think he had 28 rushing.
Yeah,
I think
31 total.
what's JT at?
14.
Ooh.
We're not even halfway through the season.
Well, yeah, close to, yeah.
We're close. We're still like 2 games. Man, that would be nuts.
I tweeted this out the other day. I said, JT will have 1,000 yards before bye week.
Well, he
Yeah,
might this week.
he might this week. Yeah, he has. What does he have? Like 850.
He
That's
currently
150.
Yeah,
He got that in 12 carries against the Titans.
he might. And again, I previewed it earlier. The Steelers can't tackle. He might get that this week.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
insane.
Well, another player I mentioned last week too, Cam Britt Taylor, the cornerback. We love getting that players from the Bengals. You know, I was gonna mention Logan Wilson, the linebacker who pressed the trade, but we got Pratt, so I don't think we only use two linebackers anyway. So
yeah, the only other guy I thought about was Jordan Brooks, the linebacker out of Miami.
Yeah, not bad either.
That guy,
yeah,
that guy is good. That's good. That's good because somebody told me that name. I said, "Well, let me watch Miami play." And I watched them play this last weekend, and I just saw a couple plays. How just like shot out of a cannon and like stuffed a couple runs against the Falcons, and I was like, "Oh yeah, that guy's very good."
And the Falcons losing that game makes me feel good about the Falcons game as well. So
The Falcons are so weird. Like, I know we're not playing them this week, but they have blew out people and then got blew out. And they get blew out by the weirdest teams.
Well,
They get beat by the Dolphins, get beat by the Panthers. Like, what are we doing?
But that's because Michael Penix didn't play in either. I don't think Penix played in either of those games.
But Kirk Cousins, man, come on, he's good. He's good. He's good enough. He's gonna beat the Miami Dolphins. I can tell you that.
No, he's not because he didn't. He literally had a chance to beat them.
I was saying that he should be good enough to beat them.
He should be, yeah.
So and he didn't do that, but it's like, come on, yeah. I mean,
it's cooked, man. He's been cooked since that Achilles injury.
Are we done boys now? I can't associate our slogan or the Cowboy slogan with us. I mean, we for the shoot. I guess I don't want to say
that for Cowboys fans, man. Did you guys see that ranking about like the amount of points every offense has scored this year? Aren't the Cowboys like second? Like we're the first by a mile, right? There's like nobody within 5 touchdowns of us. Like for most points scored. The Cowboys are like second in points scored this year, but their defense is like first in points given up. So they cancel each other out.
Hey, who fault is that?
Jerry's. Same fault it's every year. And it sucks because Dak's actually playing at an MVP level. Like Dak Prescott looks really good this year.
You know this called empty calories.
Guess what?
It's called empty calories. He's good enough to have all those stats because he got talented receivers, got a decent running game with Javonte Williams. I think he's top 5. I think we're in rushing right now.
Yeah.
But the defenses just give up everything. They give it up. I mean,
everything you get, they give up. Yeah,
everything you get, they give up.
Yeah.
And they don't have trade away Parsons at the start of the season. This is your fault. Your
secondary. You really need an edge rusher. But you just had one. What are we talking about? It's like the Mavericks. They're like, man, we'd be really good if we had a point guard. Wait, what? Didn't we just give one up? Like,
I don't want to talk about that 2-point performance by my guy. I'm kind of I don't want. Don't bring it up, please.
I mean, hey, listen, we gave y'all tit for tat. Anthony Davis got hurt again tonight, so.
But
Luka got hurt. Anthony Davis got hurt. The story continues.
We'll talk about that afterwards. Oh man, since you talk about this, let's go ahead and wrap it up. We got our prediction, and she mentioned the old man. Got old man. I'm not really. I mean, he is still good to be old. He's just inconsistent this year. He had games where he looked like he can still do it, and then games looking like, what the fuck is he doing? And I had that's the game I saw that against the Jets. Not against the Jets, against the Bengals. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? But we got our prediction, guys. Let's go ahead and get to this part of the episode where we talk about this matchup coming up. The Steelers don't look like Steelers anymore. They look like a team they can run away with that division, the AFC North. But looking like now, it seems like the Ravens and Bengals can come back and win this division at their rate that they're playing. How confident are you before we do our score prediction? How confident are you with this game? I'll let Austin speak on how confident and You can break the breakdown of this game.
Yeah, I mean, the Steelers, for some reason, no matter how good or bad they are, always play against us tough. It's almost like we're in their division as well, but we're not. Um, I'm relatively confident. I feel like we should win this game just because, like you said, the Steelers the past couple weeks haven't looked that great. Um, I think if we continue to get pressure on Aaron Rodgers, who doesn't move like he used to, and don't let DK Metcalf beat us, I think we're going to be perfectly fine. And like Harish said, their tackling has been terrible. I feel like JT and Tyler Warren both are going to have huge games. I saw Tucker Kraft carry 3 people 20 yards down the field. I feel like I feel like we're going to be fine.
And how you feel about this, Harish? The game.
I was on mute. A couple of weeks ago, I was like, man, this is kind of going to be like a tough test, right? But, um, but after what I saw against the Packers, and look, the Packers are still missing receivers, so they're rolling out an okay offense, and they put up 35 points. I don't know what this offense is going to do, like unthinkable things to them. Um, my confidence meter is like at a 9 that we win this game.
Okay. Well, if you guys don't remember or recall, um, we haven't won in Pittsburgh in a long time, but we also have won the last matchups, the last 2 meetings against this team, both in Indy. I think we beat them pretty bad, both games. Not super bad, but we did beat them pretty bad. At least one of them. And now we're going back to a game, another curse where we haven't won somewhere in so long that we got to go break that before we go to Jacksonville. And we asked about being comfortable, how we feel about this game. I feel like you get to this 41-year-old quarterback, he's going to make mistakes. I do. They have an okay running game with Warren, and I can't remember the other guy in the backfield.
Gainwell.
Gainwell, for number 14, right? Number 14.
Yeah.
They got a decent run game, but we have good, decent run defense that can force him to pass the ball to his weapons. I think they sign in Scanlon, and they have DK. DK is a matchup nightmare. That's why we need Jalen Jones. That's why we need. Obviously, Keenan Moore can't defend him because he's a big target. To defend, especially you can't press him. You'd be a fool to press him. And it's tough to play 10 yards back or 5 yards back because he can hit you with a slant. He's a big body receiver. Also fast as well. So we definitely got to keep an eye out on him as well. And they got the big ass tight end out of Georgia. That sucker's big. That guy's a big guy.
Darnell Washington.
Yeah, yeah. And we have bad.
That guy,
Both of our linebackers is not so great at covering tight ends or covering all. So it's gonna take collective for the secondary to help those guys out because Darnell is a big guy to bring down. He's not great at separation, but when he get the ball in his hand, he's definitely is tough to bring down. But I still like our chance to win this game. With I said for us getting to the quarterback, and their defense is not the same. They haven't been the same. They did trade away Minka, but they got Ramsey, and Ramsey hasn't been the guy that we've seen in the past. They okay on the linebackers and pass rush, but they don't really have They have TJ Watt, which you got to keep an eye on. But the past couple of years, we've neutralized him. We neutralized Hayward, and those guys. So I like our opportunity to win this game in Pittsburgh and also move to 8-1, 8-1. So let's get to predictions so we can get out here, guys, so we can get back to our families. Harish, with what you said, you feeling comfortable? Do you feel like this is a win, and what would be the score?
yeah, I think the Colts win comfortably.
Ooh,
I'm gonna say they won 28-10.
28-10. Okay, Austin, with your take and the breakdown of this game, what you have for your score prediction in a win or a loss, And what would your score?
Yeah, I think we win. I want to say something delusional and like we're gonna drop a 50 burger on them, but I'm gonna stay humble and I'm gonna say 37-17.
Wow.
37
I
what?
would say 50, but I'll say 30.
17.
I'll say 40 instead of 50.
Yeah.
37
I,
17?
yeah.
Look, the Packers put up 35. I just don't think they have the defense. Just think we have too many weapons. And as long as this offensive line is healthy, there's not a lot of defensive lines that I think they can get pressure on our quarterback.
I'm gonna hover around. I'm gonna hover around the what our average is. We average with 33 points a game, so I'm gonna hover around that, and I give us a win, not comfortably, because I gotta give the home field advantage. I gotta give all the play parts, all the little side parts that plays into that. I gotta give that to the home team, and I got us winning 34 to like 21. I give them field goal 24 with 34 to 21. I give them the offense can put 20 points up. That's what we average. That's what our defense give up anyway, about 19. So yeah, 34 to 21 for me. Anything else we got to we forgot? I know Teresa, she brought to our attention about JT and his performance. I ain't surprised anymore. I mean, we knew that from the day we drafted him. We traded up for him. We knew that what he can bring to this team. They needed a run game, and he is our Superman. He is carrying his team, and Dan Jones just playing his part, going to the open guy. This tandem with him and Alec Pierce is Alec Pierce down there somewhere. That shit's working. It is working because I don't know how he's doing it. And I want to give the rookie his flowers too, because Warren is taking big hits. I thought he had a concussion. I think he got that jump ball and he didn't. I don't think he caught it. I think it was incomplete, but he fell on the back of his head. I was like, please God, don't do this to us. Please, just let us have this. I don't want to see Mo Alley Cox as our tight end one. I don't want to see Andrew Ogletree. I pray for times like this. So yeah, I don't want my dream being crushed. So she getting started. She got a buzz. She said, wrapping it up. I'm just starting to be buzz. No, keep me company. I let those guys keep you company. I'm tired. I've been driving.
I've also had a long day and I have an early morning tomorrow. So
yeah, it's a great show, guys. Always warm and friendly. Love you. Your opinions and knowledge. They're great to be part of it. Hey, we appreciate you, Teresa, and everyone that's tuning in on the show. You got us. You got us winning 31-18. We'll take that. But 31-17. Hey, either one. But we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. All of us got an early morning, get our day started. So go ahead, let everybody know where we can find you guys and what you have coming up, Harish, on tomorrow.
Yeah, you can find me at the Uncle Gandhi. Find me, of course, Thursday nights, tomorrow night. And we'll talk Archman and concussion tomorrow night, right? The initial signs of concussion have been positive. Arch practiced today, so we'll talk about that. If it continues to progress, he practices tomorrow. He'll probably play on Saturday. So we'll see what happens. He arguably had his best game of the season against Mississippi State on Saturday. It sucks he didn't get to finish that off, but yeah, we'll talk about that tomorrow, Thursday night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. But beyond that, find me at the Uncle Gandhi on Twitter and all the other places.
Go ahead, Austin.
You can find me on Twitter X at CookieAustin2.
And also, if you see across down the bottom of the screen, you can find me at Who Is Josh Senior on X. Find my name, Josh Senior, on the rest of them, such as Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, you name it. You're also gonna find our podcast everywhere at HS Mob Podcast, Twitch, X, also Facebook. You can find us on YouTube, where you can subscribe to the channel, give us a like, share, comment within live streams and videos that we post every week after the game, recapping those games. Appreciate you guys supporting those recaps. I appreciate the guys that are sharing those videos with us so we can put it on our social medias to get those out for you guys. On that note, guys, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. We'll see y'all next week on regular schedule time on Tuesday. Hopefully, is it Wednesday or Tuesday is the deadline?
Tuesday.
Hopefully Tuesday at 4:00. We have some more exciting news to bring to you guys after that win against the Steelers. So on that note, guys, we're gonna see y'all later. For the shoe.
On 1 out snap, it's a fact that I'm unstoppable. Forget your defense, nothing but an obstacle. Run it back, switch it up, calling audible.